Max, I can't hear the theme song.
The theme song has crashed.
Oh no! Along with the rest of the internet.
All the internet is
The
down.
internet.
No.
They hacked us. They hacked
They
us.
hacked us. Oh,
There
shit.
we go. Such an appropriate way to start this episode. Are we online? Are we on the internet?
Are we
Live.
done?
Welcome back to Circle Alert. Here we are with another week of post-game interviews, and we are here with Rachel Ward, aka Jackson. Rachel Ward, how's it going?
Hello, I'm doing great. How are you guys? Thank you for having me. This is so exciting.
Yeah, we're doing good. We're
Good.
we're dealing with the what are they calling it? The online apocalypse right now? Is that
This-
what's happening?
This may be our last day on the internet ever, our last day on Earth.
What? You know what? I'm glad I'm with you guys. And
Yeah,
I hope
we're
you're
There
the
you
same.
go. And you work in social media, so
I do.
you've got kind of a day off right now because of this.
Yep. Everything I do is pretty much on. I do like the paid side of social media. So everything I do is on like kind of like setting up Facebook campaigns, ad campaigns, and that's all down. So I'm all yours. Literally nothing to do today. So
Perfect.
it's all good. Works out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hey, and Fuego Falco's here.
Hello.
Hashtag beauty in the bro, he says.
Oh, my little tagline. So cute. They did such a good job with that. Oh god.
Yeah, what do you think about all that? There's a lot of post game posts and talk from Netflix about Kay and Calvin and Nick and Rachel. Are we gonna see a post like a month or so from now of Nick at the airport holding chocolates and roses? And
Okay, so funny you say that because he's coming to LA in like a
Uh-oh.
week.
Oh
Like a
my
week.
god.
And I may have said, you better let me pick you up from the airport for a TikTok.
Are we not going to talk about the fact that Jackson is a babe? Jeez Louise.
Babe?
Jeez Louise.
Oh my god.
Oh my, I'm
He's so
gonna
cute.
pick me up at the airport, sweep me off my feet.
Oh.
Dude.
Who
Oh
was
my
it? That
God.
was Mitchell picking up Chloe last season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Alright.
and then the next day they both unfollowed each other and released the same statement that was written by a publicist, clearly.
Shut up. Wait,
I
didn't
can't
even know
handle that
this.
happening again.
You're like, my heart can't take
I
it.
can't.
Or did you just not like them as a couple? Like, what were your actual
No, we
thoughts
just
on it?
we just thought
You
it was
just
all
thought it was
for
I
ridiculous.
ship
we thought it was for
love.
Netflix.
Love
Yeah.
is love is love is love. It knows no bounds.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well,
Oh,
I
we
James
just-
is
we
here,
just wanna
circle
know-
winner James is here. Mitchell is greater than Rick. Okay,
Oh,
here we go.
okay.
we've
Here we
been
go.
we've been talking about ship names. We've been talking about ship names. I liked Nickel. People like
Nickel.
Richel, Rick. I don't even know all of them. We want Nickel
Oh, we want
back.
Nickel
That's
back.
Yeah.
right. It's so
Wait, hold
cute.
on. So we need some. We're here to get the facts straight on this podcast. We are completely factual based. Like we all know, Nick is not a drummer. What is the status of Rachel and Nick right now of Nickelback?
The official status is, honestly, he lives in Austin. I live in LA. We got back from filming, and I'll be completely honest with you guys. It was very like, it was super flirty. It was like hot and heavy. Like we were like hitting
Yeah.
it off. And then time just went by and it was just hard to see each other. And so I now like seeing the show again. It's kind of like sparks are flying kind of like again, if that makes sense. But we just like kind of decided that distance was like just a lot for both of us to maintain.
Yeah.
So
you're
we're kind of just
currently
taking
not
it.
together.
Currently, I would say we're not together, but we're just like seeing how things go. He's gonna come out and visit. We have the wrap party. James is being a little bit of an instigator right now. But at our
James
current
claims he has
stage-
videos. He has
James
videos.
Says, talk
Will-
about that time you gave Nick a lap dance. Eyes emoji.
That man has the most blackmail on me of any
Yeah,
human
we heard
being.
about a video.
So-
Is this about the video?
Yeah.
Where, so in the video, I'm guessing you gave a lap dance.
I don't think I gave a lap dance. I think I just like dropped it low on Nick
Oh,
at
okay.
some point. I don't
Of
think
course,
it was
yeah.
actually a lap dance. But
Ben
we-
and I discussed if we would bring this video up, and now I guess James brought it up.
James
So
brought it up for
We
us.
were
Yeah,
like,
thank
is it
you.
okay if we bring it up? And so
Thanks,
thanks, James.
Honestly, I would like James to send it to me because I'm curious to see what it even is. I don't even think I've seen it. Like, I don't know what this video is. I may have dropped it low. I don't know if it was specifically a lap dance, but
Yeah.
I may have dropped it low. on
Rachel,
it.
did
So-
you hack Instagram today to make sure that video wouldn't come out? Is that what's going on?
What is the Drake and Josh meme of like Megan, but it's like Rachel?
Yeah, right.
That's literally what I have in my. It was Megan from Drake and Josh. That's the meme I have in my head. So that is the status of Nick and I. So
Well, I'm really glad that you're giving us straightforward answers, so it's not like your answers on the show. I'm just really glad that you're
Yeah.
giving,
yeah,
you're
we
not
should dive into
hedging
that.
your, you're not saying the Jackson
We should-
answers. I was worried
yeah.
about it.
We should get into this. So we should get into this. So
Let's do
First of all, I have not watched anything past episode 6
Oh,
So,
really?
I
Of
haven't
this
watched the show.
season?
of our season. I haven't watched anything past episode 6. It
Wow.
got too painful for me to watch.
Oh no.
It just was hard for me to watch. But so
Rachel,
there's some a
Do you
disclaimer
know who
there.
wins the season? Do you know?
I did. I will say I stopped at episode 6 and then I watched my meeting with Nick and then I watched the second half of finale. That's all I've seen.
Gotcha.
Okay, so,
So,
you
like-
can see where you were like, I love this man.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Well,
that part was
I think-
awesome. That was like,
Oh,
oh, my God.
no, James is hurt. James says, "What? You ain't
James,
watched
you
me at
boy.
all."
James, I've seen like some of your bits. I will go back when I'm ready and like watch it in its full glory, but I just like it just got to be a lot for me. So I wanted you guys to be aware that I haven't like seen
Yeah, that's fair.
completely
Gotcha.
everything.
Mhm.
And then kind of like as background context, when I was auditioning for the show, I mean, I'm sure you guys know, or like maybe in your head, you're like, why the heck didn't you just play yourself? Like, obviously, when I hit record on the audition tape, I was like, what's going to get me on the show?
Yeah.
Not being myself, because there's
Mm.
probably 100,000 other blonde bitches in LA that want to play themselves. So I was like, I have to be creative and give them something I haven't seen.
Mhm.
And so that was being a catfish. Was I ever cut out to be a catfish? Absolutely not. I don't have a manipulative bone in my body. Like, I am just like too nice. I'm too sweet. And I think all of that just like manifested in the apartment into like overthinking and just giving like very like way too safe of answers. And again, I haven't seen like 7, 8, or 9 those episodes, but I mean, I know what I say, and like it was extremely safe, and I think everyone could like smell the fear in my messages.
Mm.
And
So
it was
you
just
you
a
were
safe
thinking, don't
game.
get too specific with answers because they might suss you out
Yeah.
as cat.
Yeah, when in reality they saw my message and they were like, I smell fear. Like this girl, this guy, this girl, whoever it is just like not giving me anything. And so in the end, that obviously like bit me in the ass.
Mhm.
But then the other side of it is like I think about Jack Atkins. I love you too. Oh, you guys are so nice. Like Jack Atkins, you think about the mannequin challenge. It's
Right.
Like, I feel like during the game, I did pretty good. I beat Calvin in the rap battle. My cake looked like crap. Again, I didn't watch that episode, but my cake was
Yeah.
pretty bad. It looked like
Yeah,
the
it did.
guy had made that. My cake was awful.
Yeah, Nick's,
Um,
I thought Nick's cake looked too good. I was like, isn't anybody gonna think that
Really?
he's a
And
girl?
he had two cakes because he was doing Vince's too, and his second Vince cake was
I
good
was like,
too.
isn't anybody gonna
So-
think that these cakes are made by the same person? They're too good.
Remind me again. The Vince cake was the drumsticks, and then
Yeah.
the cake you made for Isabel, was there like a red heart on it, or were there hearts on it, or something?
No, it was just like a perfect kind of like white kind of like cake. It was
Just
just, like
really
the best
good.
cake. It was just really good.
It was
Yeah.
just the best.
looked classy.
It was the best
Yeah.
cake.
I love that. I love that. So it's like when you think about those games, like I feel like I didn't do too bad in them, and the challenges. It was
Yeah.
really just like when it came to chats where I was just like so in my head and just like flopped. Honestly. Oh, people
Yep.
are nice. People are
Jennifer
so
Ross
smart.
said, "You did so good. Sad to see you go early, but you did
Thank
good."
you. So nice. And go ahead.
I would just say, Rachel, it's like look, the gameplay was not. It didn't go the way you wanted to.
No.
We all know it didn't go, but you did get a very good edit in the show because they
Oh.
showed you having a fun time in the apartment, and it was
Yeah.
really hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You-
really? Did
You
they?
entertained yourself very well in the apartment. Like you were
Lots
always,
of
like,
pillow
making, like,
stacking.
pillow
Yeah.
farts, like stacking the pillows. Like, are you an
Yeah.
only child?
No, I have 2 siblings. But
Okay.
they would be like, producers would be like, all right, like, so I'm not like Daniel, right? Daniel's like twerking on the walls. Like, I'm reading in my free time, I'm napping. And then they'd be like, Rachel, like, we need you to like run around, like do some jumping jacks or something. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine.
Okay,
Right.
well,
So then it
whatever
resulted-
stuff that you came up with whenever they wanted you to, it seems like
We
you
were
had
laughing
fun
at
with
your
it. It was
interludes a
fucking
lot.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, okay,
like,
I love
all
that.
of the B-roll.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
I think
when you
Rachel
look-
wins the award for
Wait,
best
my
B-roll.
My
in the-
toe stub was in there? I had no
Yeah, it was
idea.
so funny.
Oh my god! I
This
didn't
is
know
what
it
you've
was
been
that.
missing, Rachel,
Rachel,
by
you
not
guys-
seeing it.
Like Rachel, like some of the conversations you had with people, yes, it's a little like, oh my god, Rachel, please answer a question.
Please, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The B-roll of it, it's very endearing. You come off as a very likable character, and
Definitely.
Oh,
and-
okay.
And we're
Mhm.
not just saying this to flatter you. You can go check in the
Yeah.
B-roll. All of our listeners know we talk about it throughout this show. We do say, Rachel, answer a fucking question. But then we say, Rachel's hilarious, you know? Like,
Mhm.
so
I will say the other thing
Exactly.
we talk
Thank
about
you.
all the time on this show is we have this pet peeve of when people get so obsessed with catfish hunting. It's like, who gives a shit
Yeah, who
if
cares
someone's a
if you're a
catfish or
catfish?
not?
you're in the
If
band.
they are
Yeah.
a number and they might rate you high, then
Who cares?
embrace it. And I think that's kind of the
Yeah.
game. I don't know if Nick thought that you guys were catfish or not, but I know that like Nick knew you guys were going to rate him high no matter what. So it didn't matter to Nick if you
Yeah.
were a catfish or not. And I think that's like the mentality you need going into this game. You know?
Absolutely. And I think that'll be a really good that'll be a
It's
really
true.
good-
Michael Falco says Ben and Max only diss Nick, LOL.
Wait,
It's
I-
But
true.
that's because he
I'm
can take it.
dying.
He can
Yeah,
take
no, wait.
it.
I'm dying. I can't wait to listen to your guys' chat with Nick because
We
he
can't
had
wait either.
an Instagram story up where he addresses that exact thing, and he's like,
Oh,
you
did
know,
he?
he was telling me, yeah, because he was getting a lot of hate, I think, online about how his whole alliance was catfish. He's like, who cares? Like,
Yeah.
it's a game. Like, at the
It's
end
a
of the day, I
numbers
knew
game.
everyone in the band was going to rate me high. Like, Nick was probably number 1 in my ratings every single time.
It's
and it-
almost
you know, it
comical how
worked.
some people get so upset online about catfish, like you're doing this totally unethical thing going
Yeah,
on
like
the show. You're lying about
you're a
yourself.
liar.
How
Yeah, it's
dare you?
bizarre.
How
It's so
dare you?
bizarre. No, absolutely.
Max had a great comment.
Nick agrees with me a lot. Did you know that?
Oh, does he really?
Yeah,
Max had a great comment.
I mean, he said it. He said it on the
he
show.
said it. He said it.
No, he has an older brother named Max, and I picked it from the show just to give you
Yeah.
context.
So I want to know what you guys think of. I know you probably covered this on other episodes, but what did you guys think about the whole Vince twist? Like, did you like it? Were you
I
a
loved
fan? Did
it.
you guys
We-
hate it? Oh, you
We
liked it?
loved it, but we just
Yeah.
think it was so funny how like you didn't watch this, but the cast like after it was revealed that somebody had been playing Vince,
Yeah.
like they just dropped it and
They
stopped
brushed
caring.
it off. Nobody talked
like,
about it again afterwards.
Cool.
And we are still not over it.
Yeah,
And
we're
the finale was
not
last
at
week,
all.
and we're like, why don't you care?
Yeah,
Why don't you care about Vince? That's so funny. I mean, it's an interesting twist, in my opinion, because first of all, when you fly out to the UK, we've talked about this within the cast, is like they fly out double the amount of people they need. And
Mhm.
after the whole Vince twist happened, we would talk about it like post filming, and I would have been like, I would have been pissed if I watched Vince come into the show and Nick got to play 2 people and my ass didn't get on the show, because there's people who fly out to the UK and don't get on
Yeah.
the show.
yeah.
And I'd
Mhm.
be like, if I watched this season and I saw Nick playing 2 characters, I would have been pissed. But he did a really good job playing Vince. So yeah, we've been looking for Vince. Daniel Cusmano and I went on Instagram Live the other day, and we thought that the real Vince had joined the chat, and it was just someone lying to us. But we freaked out for a couple minutes. We have yet to find the real Vince. but
I've
we love
I've
that.
always said Vince looks like Tommy Wiseau. Do you know who Tommy Wiseau is? The guy who directed The Room and is the main star in The Room, that really horrible movie. but
Yes.
he looks exactly like him.
Wait, why is that name? Do I know him? Is he from anything else? Why is that name?
No,
so
he's just
familiar?
famous for making the worst movie ever
Oh,
made.
there was
in
That's what it
history.
is, right? It's
Yeah.
a really bad movie, right?
Uh-huh.
And there was that
Okay.
James Franco movie about making the room, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
the disaster
yes.
artist. Mhm.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're. That's so funny.
But going back
Finn?
to the catfish thing, I mean, like Daniel kind of like fucked up his game by getting you out. You know, like he shouldn't have gotten you out. He should have gotten somebody else out because his alliance was too concerned with getting out of catfish. Like you were the least of their worries. Like you were.
Well, that's what I
Yeah.
tell him. I was, obviously selfishly, I'm like, oh, I want to stay in longer. I was like, but I was not a threat. Like I was
No.
not a threat. And I was like, why
Mhm.
didn't you go for, like, ideally, I mean, he should have gone for Ashley. He didn't have an alliance with Ashley, I don't think, unless there was the Rainbow Road one that didn't get aired, if that had already happened at that point.
Oh, no,
But
we haven't heard about the Rainbow Road one.
yeah, I think so. But I think Rainbow Road. So Rainbow Road was Isabella, Ashley, and Daniel, and that never got aired. But I
Interesting.
don't know if that was before or after my blocking. I really do want to say it was after my blocking was when Rainbow Road happened, but I don't recall.
That was an alliance.
Yeah. Mhm.
Wow.
That never got
Ashley,
aired.
And
And Daniel, that never got aired.
Huh.
Oh, so that.
So
could
how does
have
Daniel
added-
fit into that one with because Isabella and
that could
Ashley
have
they were on
added
opposite
to-
sides. That's
So that
interesting.
could have added to why Daniel went to visit Isabella.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah,
What?
exactly. Yes.
And
You'll have to
you're the
ask
one
him
revealing
more.
this to us?
I know,
Rachel,
sorry.
You're a real friend.
I got you guys. Well, Daniel's the one that blocked me, so Daniel can.
There's so
Danny
much.
boy,
There's
how could you do that to me?
Oh, Danny boy. Oh my god. Guys, this is crazy. I haven't even seen any of
You
this.
haven't even
didn't
heard
see the
these before.
blocking either. Oh.
No, I
I
literally
wasn't
skipped.
supposed to play that. Oh no.
No,
Spoiler.
Dang.
No.
I quite literally.
You
quite
just
literally
spoiled
skipped
to
when I
Rachel
was
that she got blocked.
inside- Yeah, like I
Okay,
quite
I have a-
literally skipped when I was inside Nick's room.
Okay, I have like
That's
a few other sound bites. Should I not play anymore? Like
No, I kind of want to hear them if they're relevant. Please play them. I'm not watching the show for a while.
Okay.
I really don't want to think that she's a hashtag fake friend.
Hashtag fake friend. I sound so annoying. Guys, what was wrong with me?
we
inside
do
that
really
room?
good impressions of you, by the way.
Speak for yourself,
no.
Max. Yeah.
Oh no! Is it like the Valley Girl? There was a tweet I read that was like, "Is Rachel the what? Is Rachel the girl that adds a syllable at the end of every word?" And I was like, "Oh."
We'll plead the fifth on this.
You're getting pretty close. Yeah.
No, but I think it's no. I'm very sensitive, so it's really unfair that I have a podcast where I criticize people on reality television. So
We're on reality TV. This is what I've signed up for.
Yeah,
be
so I
roasted.
think I totally understand why you haven't watched every episode, and I think it's very cool that you were willing to
Yeah.
even come on our podcast. I really do commend you for it. I'm very serious. I think it's very cool.
Thank
Same
you.
with like
Thank
the
you.
reason I feel like the cast doesn't check their DMs too often.
Yeah,
I
we're like,
would do the
"We get
exact
it.
same thing.
We get it.
God, no,
I'm sure you
the-
guys get like a mess of horrible things in your inboxes.
Yeah, week two episodes when I stopped watching were pretty bad in terms of DMs, and now
Ooh.
things are getting better. But
That's
yeah,
good.
I mean,
Yeah.
the whole band alliance thing. I'm sure you guys are probably on Twitter and saw it. Like,
Did you lose all your inner effing peace from that?
I
my
lost
inner-
all of my inner effing peace.
I don't know. Wait, when was episode 6? Was that when you entered?
See, I set him up. Max spikes it down. That's how we do.
no, episode 6. I literally see, like, I don't even know. I have entered the show episode 3.
Okay.
Oh, this is so awkward.
Because we don't know
Awkward.
when you
I
entered.
don't
We don't know.
My character is so irrelevant, you guys. Well, the other thing
No,
that I'm
you're not
surprised-
irrelevant because
Not
for
at
like,
all.
For like 3 episodes, they're like, we have to get rid of fucking Jackson. We
Yeah.
know who he is.
It was a
Like,
whole
fixated on
storyline.
me.
And Kay is like, I'm getting out a catfish. I'm gonna
Yeah.
find that fucking catfish.
She
and
used
slice
her-
it open,
Is
and
she
that
obsessed?
catfish is Jackson.
Yeah. Okay.
And Daniel is like, I got out the most important member of that alliance, Jackson. And we're like, why?
What?
And then you go,
Danny boy, how could you do that to me?
You took your blocking so much better than
it
anybody
was
else
so
did.
hilarious. You like
I was
didn't
so
seem upset.
relieved. I
You
wasn't
were relieved?
upset. I was like, get me out of here. No,
Yeah,
after the blocking, you have to talk to the psychiatrist, and she was like, why are you like, you're not sad, like you're happy? And I was like, I'm relieved as fuck. Like, I
Did
couldn't
you
do it
did you
anymore.
ever consider just
Sorry,
revealing?
can I cuss on here?
Of
I
course.
cuss.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like we haven't cursed 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I was like, it's funny because everybody does that. Like we curse 10 times, and they're like, "Can we curse too?" Are we
No,
And I didn't-
only us. Only us.
No, yeah, the psychiatrist was like, why, like you're not sad? And I'm like, no, I'm so relieved right now.
Oh,
like
man.
I'm not upset. in
Did
the
you ever
slightest.
consider telling your band members that you were a catfish? Did that ever cross your mind?
Oh no, but I think it would have been so cool to come out and be like, I'm a catfish. Like,
Yeah. And I think
let's-
given who was in your alliance, I don't think it would have gone over badly at all.
I don't think so either. Or actually, not even saying this because I'm in love with Nick or whatever, but like actually staying at
Whoa.
Nick.
Whoa, you heard it here
The
first,
L word
folks.
again.
Boom,
The L word
boom.
again.
We flirting.
We flirting.
We flirting.
Winky,
I
winky.
cannot wait for your chat with Nick. I want you guys to go. Well, did
We
you
have
not
like
the
120
strategy?
sound bites, and I think 3/4 of them are Nick. So
Ooh, it feels good.
What is that one relevant for? I'm dying.
I don't know anymore.
there's so many, and we started compiling so many from Nick that at a certain point some sounded the exact same, and we are like, do we have doubles? And it was like, no, it's like he just said it twice but in a different way.
He just said it twice, but in a different way.
Yeah.
I'm dying. I can't wait for your guys' interview with him. Did you like? Was he like one of your? Oh, are you
Yeah,
allowed to
Jennifer
reveal your
Ross says-
catfish or is that against yours?
Yeah, are you allowed to reveal you're a catfish, or is that against the rules? I think you're probably allowed.
People have done it before.
Sean from season
Yeah.
1 revealed that she wasn't who she was.
Yeah, so
Um,
I think it's allowed, but I would definitely say production probably plays a part in that whole thing and storylines and stuff. I don't really know
Yeah.
how that all works. You know?
You gotta get permission first if you're
Yeah.
thinking about it. Yeah.
Exactly.
That would have been
but
interesting though to
Sean-
see, because I feel like Sophia probably would have not cared at all and even liked it that she knew. I think Nick probably would have been okay with it too, as long as you guys are still in a strong alliance.
Yeah, it's like at the end of the day, as long as I'm still rating them at the top of my list,
Mhm.
it's fine.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but Sean, I think when she did it, it definitely had the opposite effect. She ended up.
Yeah.
I remember Shuby was pissed about it, if I'm remembering.
And Joey,
correctly.
I think too, it rubbed him the wrong way that
Yeah, I
they
don't
both
think it
were
went over
dealing
well.
with catfish. Yeah.
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 But-
Season 1 was very anti-catfish.
Yeah, Shuby was like, this is why I don't like social media, because people are not honest. Oh. I was like, all right, dude. Like, why are you on this TV show? People need to be real and honest. I'm like, you're 18 years old. Grow up. Get over
I'm
yourself.
Shuby
Grow
Shark.
up.
I'm the catfish
Oh,
hunter.
Shuby. All right, nerd. Why are you on reality TV then, you phony?
I'm dying.
We never
It's
call it. We never.
funny.
I just
want
wanna
to
say, though,
finally
I
get to
love
say my
Shuby.
opinion on Shuby. He's a phony.
You
I love
guys
Shuby,
never
though.
covered season 1. Did this
No.
start season 2?
This started
Yeah.
season 2. Yep.
Oh my god, you guys should go back after you're done with season 3 stuff and like do season 1.
We've talked about it.
Yeah.
We've talked about it. Yeah.
Because I mean, you're gonna have like what 6 months until season 4 comes out, right?
Yeah. I'm sure our friend Alex Lake would gladly recap every single
Yeah,
episode
every single-
of
Our
season
boy
1.
Alex.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boy, Alex.
Our boy Alex.
My dudes.
My dude.
My dudes. Oh, so you're asking us if we like Nick? Well, that's a complicated question.
Yes, I wanna
We
know.
love
Please,
We
give me
love
the
it.
tea.
We
You're talking
the
to
first
someone.
We
four
did not like
episodes.
him the first episode.
We destroyed
Okay.
him the first batch of episodes. Like it
He
was.
called women chicks, and we didn't like that.
Shit.
But Nick, we talked
Come
about
on,
this
he's
a
like,
little.
well, when you're flirting with chicks, and we were like,
we talked about this a little with Matt actually on our interview with him, and
Yeah.
and Nick is an onion. There's so many layers to this guy, and the more you peel them back, the more you just love him, and the
Right?
more you're like, oh my god, this guy is so endearing. And
yeah, you would
he's
know better than
funny.
us, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I would.
About unpeeling Nick. Sorry, I can't help it. We're gonna have to edit this out if I ever want to be a host
I
of
wish
Jeopardy.
he was here. I wish he was here right now. I just want him to like walk by in the background and you guys be like, wait, what the fuck?
I'm sure Nick's pretty busy right now. He works for a big tech company, I heard. So
Yeah, he's trying to save Facebook as we speak.
He's trying to save Facebook right
He's
now.
rewriting.
Hashtag
He's rewriting all
my
the
lord.
code. Yeah.
His sound bites are so cringy.
He's actually
Oh.
messaged us.
Cringy.
Is that me?
Yes,
That's me?
yes. Saying hashtag ooh cringy.
No, guys. You guys need to fill me in on the rest of these episodes. It's like I have no idea what's going on.
We have 101 sound bites. We can
So
We
Nick-
can basically replay the episodes. For me.
Yep.
It's so funny.
Nick has actually like messaged us on Instagram, like doing the sound bites that we play as a voice message to us. Like,
Did
he'll
you
just
ask for them, or
replicate
is he like think
No,
that
No.
he's like, dude?
Nope.
Nope, we didn't ask.
You
for
should
that.
just be careful about who else Nick's. He slides into a
Be
lot of
careful.
DMs.
He slides into our
Yeah.
DMs quite a bit, Rachel. So just be warned, okay?
Keep an eye on that man. Need
Yeah.
to keep an eye on him for sure. That is too good. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't.
Were you surprised personally by Sophia being a catfish?
No,
Really? So you had an inkling the entire time?
I didn't have an inkling the entire time, I would say, because I mean, I had no radar when I was in there. Like
Interesting, okay.
no radar. Like when I tell you I just had it out for Calvin and Kay. I had it out for Calvin and Kay. Like that was the only people I was fixated on.
Because they just
And
weren't in your alliance?
I did.
Yeah,
Yes.
why
And
them?
I did listen to your. Well, because I knew off the bat that Calvin didn't like me. There was a
Yeah,
bad
he was
review.
so obvious that he didn't like you.
Yeah, he
It
did
was
really
so
hide it.
obvious.
He
Yeah.
was like,
He was
dude, I
so-
hate you. But
he
why
was, like,
won't you be my friend? Tell me who's hot. Oh, we talked about that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, who's hot? And you were like,
It's like,
Bro,
I
you
hate
just got to say who's hot.
dude,
and
tell me
you're
who's hot.
in the
And you were
wolf
like,
pack,
I'm not going to
dude.
tell you who's hot. And he was like, dude, why won't you tell me?
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like, so there was the bad review game, and I listened to your guys' episode or your podcast on the bad review game, and you were like, yeah, Rachel is really grasping at straws with her bad review on Calvin. And I was like, but there was 3 bad reviews on Calvin, and they only aired 2. And
Interesting. Okay.
the third one, I don't remember. So I wrote a bad review. Ashley wrote a bad review about Calvin, and one other person did, and I don't know who it was.
And what was your
Ah.
review of Calvin again? I'm trying to remember.
So I remember it because I listened to your podcast. So my review, I say something about like he
His
has
career,
too many
right?
career paths.
Oh,
on
that's
his
right.
profile. It causes
Yeah.
it to be like busy and misleading.
Oh,
You guys
and
were
I
like,
think
"Oh,
we said
that's
the
fine."
grasping at straws thing because millennials all have like 5 or 6 careers at
Yes.
one time. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But there was a third review, and I don't remember who it was written by. And they were like, of all the flashback pics to post, you could have done you being a firefighter, or you playing
Right.
soccer, or something.
Mhm.
with
Oh,
food.
that's
And
interesting.
you
Yeah.
picked nothing to do with those,
Mm.
and like that's sketchy. So they never
Interesting.
aired that
Yeah.
third review.
Wait, do you write the reviews like after you see the other ones? Or did you write them and then
No.
oh
They
okay.
all
We
okay.
write them all at the same time, then we all like submit that.
And
So
then
I
the
didn't
producers
see-
choose which ones to put up and win. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Calvin actually that day got like ripped apart. He had 3, but even though
Wow.
2 only aired. And then he wrote one about me that didn't get aired.
What did he write?
All I remember, I don't even remember.
You
all I
won't
remember
tell
is
me
he
who's
put-
hot. I don't like it. Who's hot?
Tell us who's hot.
Dude, you don't say who's hot when we ask you. Get off
And
the
then-
fence. Tell us who's hot.
And then what happened? And then all I remember is that my bad review from him had something about hashtag game player. I don't know, something like that. And then what happened was the rap battle happened. He calls me a catfish. I beat him, rightfully so. My rap was so much better than his. I don't
It
know
was,
why.
dude.
I don't know why to
pretty
this
good.
day he thinks his was better than mine. I'm like, Calvin, your rap sucked. Like, your
Look,
rap
when Lil
was not
Yachty
good.
makes the decision, it is done.
There's
You
no
know, that's
argument.
yeah.
We're not trying to flirt. We're trying to hurt.
Yeah, we got Yachty on the soundboard.
There we go. So he called me a catfish, and
Your
then
raps were lit.
Sorry.
Jeez, Max.
raps were lit.
This Rachel, this happens all
I'm
the
never
time
gonna
on the
let
show.
Rachel
I
talk
can
again.
never get a thought out because
Rachel,
he just won't stop
it's
clicking the
love it.
been great
soundboard.
having you
need more
on the
Cubby.
podcast.
Bye.
All right, continue.
Bye.
Sorry.
The only thing I was gonna add was he calls me a catfish, and then 15 hours later, they're like, "All right, it's time to chat with Calvin," and Calvin's trying to pressure me into answering some question, and in my mind, what was going through my mind in the yoga room was, you just called me a catfish
Yeah.
12 hours ago. I'm not answering you. Obviously, the rest of my messages throughout the game are just like too vague, too awful, just awful gameplay, 100%. But in that moment, I was like, I don't want to give you answers to shit. Like, you literally
Yeah.
called me a catfish, and we hate each other. Like, don't ask me for anything.
And
Yeah,
again, I
we
don't.
sided with you. We were like, yeah, we agree with her. Don't give him anything.
I was like,
Well,
yeah.
and I was questioning why from Calvin too, because if you have someone that's in your wolf pack that would rate you high just because you're in the same
Why
sort of
is-
wolf
why
pack
was he
alliance,
happy?
why
Why are you so
interrogate
quick
the
to,
way
like-
you are? Yeah,
yeah.
like
And
who
so he was
cares
just, like,
if you're a
pissed.
catfish? Yeah.
Why does
Yeah.
it matter who you think is hot so much?
Like, Jesus Christ.
She
Calvin,
just won't
Kay is
say.
yours. Chill out.
Okay,
You can
so
have
like
Kay.
Rachel, when you okay, and by the way, when you were in the yoga room, that is where you said
I've lost all of my inner effing peace.
that is true. So all right,
Run it
so you and
back.
Calvin, you're walking through Santa Monica Boulevard. If you guys point out people, will you now tell him who you think is hot?
Yes, absolutely. No,
Okay,
no
cool.
doubt
Just
about
checking.
it.
So
No doubt
now-
about it.
Just checking.
There's
Fucking
there's
Calvin.
trust.
There's
There's
just
trust
one,
in
it's
the
Nick.
relationship.
You're just looking
now.
at pictures
Yeah.
of Nick in the phone. It's just Nick.
We've squashed the beef. The rap
Good.
battle is still a sensitive subject for that.
Oh,
man,
is it?
but yeah.
Is round 2 looming at all? Is that gonna?
If he wants it.
That
I
is
will say,
savage.
Who was that?
That was
Daniel.
Daniel.
Okay. Like, I can't even recognize voices at this
Yeah.
point.
Oh yeah,
Like,
we
who
do
was
have
that?
one. We have one soundbite, and since you haven't listened, you haven't seen every episode. We want you to guess who this is. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh
That's Nick. That's gotta
no,
be Nick.
it's not Nick.
Is it Matt?
Play it again. Play it
No.
again. Play it again.
Yeah. Oh
It's gotta be Daniel. What the
yeah,
hell is
you
he
got there
doing?
try.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
We don't know. He was
We
just
don't know.
yeah. Oh.
Yeah. It's like his WWE like alternate persona or something.
I think of it as his James impression without meeting James.
Yeah. Oh my God. Have you guys talked to James yet?
No,
No.
not yet. James, get on the pod.
James, quit
Who's- who's
working
in
on the
chat?
show.
Yeah, what is he doing? Get on
and
here.
He's a lurker.
Get on the show.
He's a lurker. That's
he
funny.
pops up to say hi.
Yeah,
Yeah, literally. Who was your?
we
sorry,
love James. We'd love to have him on. Yeah.
random, but who was your favorite from? Who are you guys' favorite from season 2?
Oh, from season 2?
Well,
yeah,
because
season two.
he's been on the podcast.
Lee, because he's been on the
We
show.
only-
You're like for legal reasons, Lee.
Lee.
Well,
Oh,
we
but
love
of course, we really love Delisa.
Delisa. We
we'd love
love
to have her on.
Yeah,
we love
she's
her.
amazing.
Aw.
Yeah.
And Chloe, we actually love Chloe.
We
She's
did.
amazing.
Yeah.
Love Chloe.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was awesome, and
She
sang
was
really
fun, and
well.
she was like she was kind of like Joey from season 1. She really is like genuinely a very popular and fun like person, and you can totally see why she did so well in the rankings
Aw.
every single week.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, Fuego, not Mitchell. Public information, not Mitchell. Thank you.
We're like, we knew this.
Mitchell's still a virgin.
Mitchell's still a virgin. I keep forgetting that matchup is so crazy. 'Cause one virgin and a girl from Too Hot to Handle. Like, in what world is that? In what world was that ever gonna work? I totally forgot about that.
We asked Lee.
Handle. I don't remember her from it. Like when I watched, I was like, I don't remember. I don't remember her.
Do you
on
guys watch Too Hot to Handle? Do you like the show?
I watched the first 2 episodes.
I didn't. It wasn't
get too much
my
further.
favorite. It wasn't my favorite.
We're more Love Blind.
We're
type
Love is
guys.
Blind guys.
Ooh,
We're actually going to be doing
do
a
the next
podcast.
season. We're gonna podcast.
Really?
Get
Oh
excited.
my god, yes! Wait, I'm so excited. I
Oh,
would
yes.
love to go on like Love is Blind or a dating show.
Oh, it's such.
You
want to
get married sight unseen?
Okay, maybe not that. But it's like they need something in between like Love is Blind and Too Hot to Handle. It's like I don't have the body for Too Hot to Handle, but I'm not ready to get married. So it's like where I did watch or I did audition for Sexy Beast before. Like I got casted for,
Oh wow!
I got casted for Sexy Beasts. But I was like in too deep with the circle, and they're like, "We love you. Like we're ready to fly you to the UK." And then they're like, "Are you auditioning for anything else?" I was like, "Oh well, I'm auditioning for the circle." And they're like, "Oh well, depending on how far you are with the circle, you might not be able to like do this." And
Did
so
you
they,
just
I never
want to
heard
go
from them.
on like any Netflix reality show?
I'm not kidding. I was just like, I've never done acting. I've never done theater. I've never done anything in that world. It was literally like I was bored during COVID and like work was boring and work from home was boring. So I just like applied for the circle, and then like all of a sudden the ball started rolling. And then I got an email about like Sexy Beast, and they were just like, they didn't tell me what it was. They didn't tell me it was Netflix. They were like, "Oh, you'd be great for this. It's dating. It's like The Masked Singer, but for dating." And I was like, okay. So I started applying there, and then that one started taking off. And I was like, okay. And now that I see Sexy Beast on TV, I'm like, I think I dodged a bullet. Like, I genuinely think
there's too much shit on me.
Like,
that was an I think you should leave reference, by the way.
You guys, I love that show so much. It's the best show in the whole world.
It's so good. Yeah.
Coffin Flop. I don't know.
Coffin Flop.
Gotta be one of my favorite ones.
We have a question for you. Were you surprised with the ratings at the end when the band absolutely backstabbed Nick?
Okay, so can you guys give me context because I have not seen this episode.
Okay, so at the final ratings, you know how Nick got last place?
Yes.
Because he's a failure? No, because he got 5th place because he was backstabbed.
So the band rated him really low. In the end,
they screwed him over.
They
backstabbed him.
I mean, I don't think they backstabbed him.
I know. I don't view that either. That was the phrasing of the question.
Like, I don't view it as a backstabbing. I just view it as everyone was strategically rating
Why do they
for
hate
them
Nick?
to win. I don't know. Is Nick just polarizing like that? Like you either love him or you hate him? Like I don't get it.
No, the question asked is definitely someone that loves Nick.
Oh, definitely.
Why did they backstab him?
No, because they love Nick and they're mad at the people that backstabbed Nick.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well,
they love Nick. They're on your side, Rachel.
We love Nick in this house.
By the way, I can't get out of my mind ever since you mentioned that you'd love to be on Love is Blind. Like, I can't get out of my mind them putting Nick in a pod opposite of you, and you just immediately knowing it's Nick because he's like, "All right, we're flirting, we're doing it, hey, ooh, ooh."
He's such a little goober. I had no idea about. I
love you, dude.
I had this idea of who Nick was. This is the other thing too, is I wish, like I was reading a couple tweets about people being like, I'm so surprised that Rachel went to go see Nick. And it was just interesting to me because there were so many moments where I'm like behind the camera, like obsessing over Nick and none of it got edited in. And so a
Oh,
lot of
really?
people were like, yeah, people are like, why did you go see Nick? Like, that's so random. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's weird because when I got blocked and Roxana was visiting Daniel, I'm like getting ready and I'm like, I'm about to go meet my husband. Like, I'm like, hell yeah. I'm
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm meeting my husband. And the producer's like, well, like, you know, he might be a catfish, right? And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I forgot that there was even a
You would
possibility
think
that
that would
man
be
might be a catfish.
You would think that would be something Netflix would want to play up a lot. They love the showmance angle, and God knows they're playing it up now on their social media. Like, where was that in the edit? I don't understand.
Where was it in the edit? And everyone's like, that was so random. Like, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. None of the bits of me like being obsessed behind the camera like got
Mhm.
in. It was
So
really
was there no other options for you? You were definitely going to go see Nick.
Oh yeah, there was no other option
okay.
for me.
It was
Yeah.
destiny. It was foretold. It is written. Okay.
No, like it was
Man,
like
do you
from
know
day
anything
one.
about love? She said,
I know that love is
this
blind.
Man.
That's all
okay?
I know. You
I
know.
love this
Now,
man.
were
and
you
I
worried
have to
about
have him.
Isabella? I did love when you're like, I don't want to step, and he told me, it's like, I am gay, I am gay, I am gay.
Yeah.
Well, when I got blocked, I remember talking to production. I was just like, yeah, I'm like we hit it off. Like it was really good in the apartment. And I was like, I don't know, like Isabella, I'm so sad. And that was obviously before I knew that Isabella was a catfish.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, just like wait and see what happens. Like whatever. And then, yeah, obviously when Sophia comes out at finale, I had no idea she was gay. Like none of that was revealed to any of us. So I
Wow,
was
yeah.
like, didn't want to assume that she was like gay or straight or whatever. And I was just like, I don't want to step on anyone's toes. And she was like, oh, honey, I'm so gay. Like, don't even worry. So
And were you surprised for Ashley too, or was there ever an inkling there that Ashley wasn't who they said they were?
Ashley to me was like, again, Ashley was the biggest, way bigger of a surprise than Isabella. Like when Matt comes out, oh, Daniel and I are just like, there's like someone Snapchatted me a picture of Daniel and I's face when Ashley comes out, and it's just like absolutely no idea. Like I think,
and that, my friends, is how a lesbian takes over the world.
Do you guys love Matt? Tell me you love him.
Yeah, we
love
interviewed
him
him last week. It was amazing.
Oh, he's the nicest guy.
Oh.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He's just an angel. And when the Meet the Cast came out, I watched it with my friends, the starting 8, and they were like, Matt seems like such a tool. Like the way his like intro is, make him look like
what
he
was
sucks.
that
I was
intro?
I think did we say that too, Max? And
Did you guys say that?
I don't think we said Tool, but we were like, what's this guy's deal?
And then we were
Yes.
like, oh, it's good that he's catfishing as his friend though, because it seems like he really needs it. We were like, he really needs it.
He needs it.
We're like, he needs it.
Those first those first
Wow.
impressions that we got were not.
Well, the first
they're like
impression
10
video was, like,
seconds.
bad. It was
Yeah.
like it didn't express. We were afraid that this was going to be a season of like influencers too, because of the way
Really?
that the write-ups of your people seem of like it made it seem like everybody was like an influencer or something too.
Weird.
Like,
I
yeah.
think
like,
you said
kind
that.
of-
I think I remember you guys saying this. You
Yeah, we were like,
everyone
what
seems
is
like they're
going on?
famous already, or that they're already an influencer or something. Because
Yeah, 'cause
Ava, I mean,
E
Ava.
Online
Right.
made it seem like
I think
it,
Michelle
too.
too had a big presence on
Mhm.
TikTok.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We
there
were
was-
just misled by the fake news media. You know, we were misled. We
Big
were
media,
victims.
100%.
We were victims.
100%. Yeah, my friend said the same thing about Matt. They were like, he comes off not good in his intro, and then you start to get to know him not only like throughout the show, but like even in real life. And it's like
Yeah.
he is like the most precious human you've ever met.
Yeah,
and my
absolutely.
wallpaper has gone viral of Matt and I, because it's the cutest photo I've ever taken in my life. So everyone loves it. It's been my favorite photo forever. I don't know if you guys can see it,
Yeah, I have
but
no
it's
idea.
Matt. And
Yeah, I have no idea.
your
Yeah.
phone wallpaper. I was like,
Yes,
I'm looking at
you're
your
like my
walls. They are white.
Yeah, I
I'm
was like-
so lost.
Not the
Oh,
same
I
thing,
have
Max.
seen that.
Oh yeah, that's
Aw.
cute.
Um,
My
I feel
favorite
like the
photo.
biggest shock, one of the biggest shocks coming out at the like the at like when you guys were in the penthouse was Jackie coming out, and
Everybody
being
was like, "Who is
"Who
she?"
the fuck?" We were like, did everybody think it was a member of production or somebody lost from
Yeah,
one of
like
the
a
apartment
PA
stores?
walking
Everyone
on
was
set.
like, who the fuck
So
is
the
this?
funniest thing was I was on live with Roxana the other day, and she was like, Jackie came out and we thought it was like a bottle service girl. We thought she was bringing like another bottle of champagne for us.
Roxana
Like, she was just
especially was like,
Yeah.
they wouldn't add somebody else.
Roxana's
or
like, yes, I will have another. Thank you.
Roxana's like, is this Vince? Like, what's going on? I think
Yeah,
she
that's
said
yeah.
two
We
things crossed her mind.
theorized that too. I was like, they
Yes.
probably think it's Vince.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, well, I had already known that Nick had broken it to me in
Yeah.
his apartment that Vince was him, so I was fine. But Roxana was either like, this is a bottle service girl, or it's Vince, and everyone was like, who the hell is this girl? And then she was like, it was like Jackie's already like what 6'4", 6'5", never mind.
Yeah.
She puts on 4-inch heels. She's like 7 feet tall, and we're all like, what is going on? Yes,
Fuego
that's-
Falco
like
says
Roxana's
Jackie
reactions
Jackie
the whole
do be
time were
looking like a
so
model.
funny.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, Roxana
Roxana's
was
reaction.
like, Matt, I knew you were gay by your cake or something.
Oh yeah.
Like, I saw your cake. I knew you were gay. or
I saw
something.
your cake. Oh, that's so funny. I forget that Roxana and I got blocked the same night because we were literally in there the whole time, the
Yeah,
same time. Then we both got blocked that night.
Roxana's reactions during
bring
specifically that
mommy in there.
finale were
Don't bring mommy in
She-
there.
they were fantastic.
She is so funny.
She's a
awesome.
Jersey girl, just like me. So
Just like me. Oh, I love
me,
that. I
Roxana,
think
Michelle Buteau, we're all very similar.
Yeah.
in terms of like best catfish of all time, would you guys agree like Matt and Delisa? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody
and-
knew.
If we extend into the UK universe, I would say Alex from season 1 of
I
UK.
don't-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We
don't
won't.
watch the UK's. Wait, is Alex the one that played his girlfriend?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so when I was in the UK, I only watched the final dinner of that moment with them.
Oh, okay.
Right? 'Cause
Oh, that's a
didn't
great
He
episode,
played
yeah.
he played his girlfriend, and then there's a guy that like kind of fell in love with him.
Yeah,
right?
he
Yes,
was like-
and it's
yeah.
really awkward. It's cringy.
And it's
Yeah.
uncomfy. Like it's very uncomfy. Yes, that's the only scene I've ever seen.
That guy
Yeah.
is such a
super
great character.
iconic.
Danny, or what's his name?
Yeah, I think it was like was it Daniel or something
He's such
like
a
that.
great
I can't-
character.
He
'cause
was
he's
so funny,
He's so open about all of his feelings, like, but he's
and
like,
he was
kind
so
of-
intense about it. Yeah,
But he's
he was
great.
So
it's
mad.
a really great
was.
season. I highly recommend it. He's
Fuego
great.
says spoiler alert. Spoiler
Oh,
alert. The
sorry.
UK got canceled. So it's,
Sorry. Oh yeah, it's not happening anymore.
yeah.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna ask. Do you guys watch Big Brother? Like, are you Big Brother fans,
Yeah.
or are you like
Yes.
strictly just like obsessed?
We're
okay, so
huge
you are Big Brother.
Survivor fans.
Survivors are number one.
Really?
by far, yeah.
Really?
I've been
Okay.
watching
Yeah.
it since I was 10 years old, like since the show started. Yeah.
Do you guys have a desire to go on? Like, would you ever apply to go on?
I mean, if I got asked to, I would in a second. Yeah,
I
but
might
I
apply
don't-
for Survivor one day. I might.
Yeah.
yeah, Max is the
should.
big on camera talent. He's like he's the actor.
I'm an actor.
So yeah,
I'm an actor.
Love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like curious if it was like just Circle, because I was like, if it's just Circle, please tell me the obsession with the Circle. So I was like, I don't
No.
understand, but I get what you guys.
Well, it's just like-
Survivor's number one.
our obsession with the Circle, I think, was just that it's so new and growing, and it's got so much potential to be something really awesome, and it's just hilarious and fun.
Yeah,
Like
for
it's just a different vibe, and it felt like it fit our vibe to like do a podcast about it.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
you
of
guys do a great job.
Survivor and a lot of Big Brother podcasts already, but
Yeah.
there's
Okay.
not a lot of Circle podcasts. So we are, according to the
Yeah.
New York Times, the
Official
Circle
Circle podcast.
We're
That's
the
right.
official
I
Circle
love that.
podcast.
You guys, I want that to be.
Just
I mean, it is
Don't
official. but
don't fact check that, but yeah,
Yeah.
just take our
Don't-
word.
don't
Thank you
fact
for
check it.
interviewing us.
Yeah.
Oh,
asking us
sorry.
all those
I
questions.
know. Sorry.
No, we like it. We
No.
like the tables
More.
turning.
I like
yeah,
talking about myself more than asking anyone questions. So,
I can confirm
As
that.
you
It's-
should.
Max had a great comment.
so.
Shit is getting real.
That's James, right?
Yeah.
Can we
No,
like,
it was
can you
Daniel.
Quiz me? Quiz me with sound bites. I wanna I'm dying to guess more that I haven't heard. Do you have them
Okay,
in
yeah.
Do you
Max,
have them in
we got some
chronological
good
order?
ones in there, right? Let's.
Oh,
So fresh, so fly, yeah, you can try.
You're trying to make it seem like you're the nice guy.
Man, you're so boring. Catch me in a circle snoring. Leave the door unlocked, 'cause I know you're getting blocked.
Who was that?
Boom, mic drop. I wish they well, that was me and Lil Yachty. First
Did
of
you
all.
did you see that
That's all I
episode?
watched. I did see that episode.
Okay.
I did see that.
Yeah.
That was before I dropped off. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. You're interviewing me, and I'm like, yeah, I haven't seen half the season.
No, this is great. We love spoiling to you what happens in the show.
Because I have no idea.
Stupid Nick. Stupid Nick.
That's not a player.
Stupid Nick.
That does not sound like Sophia.
Stupid Nick.
It is.
It is Sophia.
It is Sophia.
That does not sound like so
She
at all.
well, she was kind of muffled because her head was buried in her hands as she was saying it. was that after he was thinking about
He was
like
like,
aligning with
I'm
Kay?
gonna keep Kay. We're all
I'm
gonna,
gonna
be
keep
friends.
Kay.
Oh. You
Fuego
need to
Falco says
ask-
Rachel should start.
Rachel should
podcasting.
start podcasting or vlogging. The
I don't
fans
know
love
who
you.
Fuego is, but thank you for being my biggest
He's our
fan.
dramaturge. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuego he's our resident resourcer here at Circle.
Yeah.
where he researches
really?
everything for us. Yeah.
I love that. Love that. How loyal. Sophia,
Oh,
the
damn it.
band. How many K ones do you have? Do you have any good ones?
He
in K?
gotta be smooth. Look at him. He has no choice but to be smooth.
I'm so done.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, that's so
Yes,
funny.
I knew it. It was shady as heck.
It was shady as heck. That's right.
Yeah. My
Heart is pounding out of my butthole.
there's a lot of
yes, they're all just so obvious now.
Some of them are obvious now. Now I'm picking up, but that Sophia one about Nick did not sound like her.
Here's a question: did Kai win Circle's favorite player? Yes,
Nope.
Brittany,
Kai.
she did.
no,
K. Sorry,
was K,
spelled
not
K-Y. That is fair. That I read it wrong. That is fair.
Hashtag 10K.
Max
Did you think it
always
was
wrote
Kai?
in his notes. Max always wrote in his notes K-A-Y because he would end up pronouncing
Oh.
it Kai on the show.
But
We
this
were
time,
all
Yeah.
calling her Kai.
It was spelled K-Y, so I got confused. That is fair. That is
Yes.
fair.
Kai.
This time I get a pass. This time I get a pass.
Okay,
Just
so
this time?
another question for you guys. Sorry, I'm interviewing you.
No,
Um,
please.
How did you guys feel about the cloning? Like in short, how did you guys feel? I know you cover it in the past episodes, but how
Oh
did
yeah,
you
we
feel
were fine
about
with it.
Yeah,
fine.
we're like we like twists.
And of course, you've seen the UK season, so you
Yeah,
may have like
But
seen
also,
it
like,
coming.
reality shows do like much more fucked up shit all the time.
Yeah, like way more fucked up
We read
shit.
stuff
I-
online and people were like, "How could they do that to this poor women?" I'm like, have you ever seen like an episode of anything?
There's, and no
Anything
discredit,
ever.
no discredit to anyone who's ever won like Circle, Survivor, Big Brother. It takes a lot of luck to get to the end. Like
anything.
when it comes to like so many twists being thrown by the producers and things like that. Like
Oh my god,
it's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough. So-
100%. Okay. That's so funny. Yeah, I think the internet. I think Chanel and Ava got dragged online for that. For a while.
Oh, did
Yeah,
they?
which is
Yeah,
so
I
stupid.
think
It's like,
Michelle
what?
was saying that too. She
Well, James got dragged for backing out of a couple deals when he ended up winning the Circle a week later. You know, like, the shit I
Yeah.
saw on Twitter was
literally.
like insane.
I should have
Really?
seen his
Oh,
win
you
come.
didn't see it?
I
Oh
should
my
have seen
God,
his
people
win
were-
coming when
people-
he kept liking every single person's criticism
Yeah,
on
so
Twitter.
that's why I saw everything. I was like,
So he
I
was liking tweets, people being like, "James, you're like an awful.
You're an
player." Like,
idiot.
he
You're an
didn't like
awful
his
player.
strategy.
Yeah, he was going through liking them
a
all.
lot of slurs too being thrown at him. I was like, I mean, because you don't normally
Oh.
see them, and because he liked all of them, I saw all of them. I was like,
I'm
oh my god.
dying. That's right.
I was like,
James.
wow, James is a good sport.
Yeah, I was
Like,
like, I guess it's a lot
No.
easier to be a good sport when you have the 100K.
Oh, absolutely. He can take it. I'm excited. Oh, let's see.
We got another
guys-
question from Brittany. Do you guys wish they would put out the ratings at the end of each episode or at the end of the season so we can see where the players like each other all season? I agree with this, Brittany.
Yeah,
I on
definitely.
Survivor they show the votes, at the end of each episode. I'd love to see the votes at the end of each episode.
Oh
of
yeah, that would
Circle
be cool at
ratings.
the end of the episode to see where
Mhm.
everyone.
Why are they so
comes in.
secretive about that? You can't answer that, can you?
I
No.
know, but I
Um,
don't want to answer that one.
yeah, actually, we talk about this, and Brittany, if you check out our final
Recap.
our
Yeah.
finale recap, very similar to the RHAP recap, we also talk about how Matthew lost the game with 1 rating, because thanks to Fuego Falco, who is in this chat, we were able to compile. Actually, he compiled all the final ratings, and we were able to break down all of the final ratings together.
Yeah.
So
So check out
if
that
anybody
episode.
wants to check
Yeah.
out all the final ratings, thanks to Fuego Falco, we were able to break it down and also figure out that Matthew actually lost by 1 rating, basically,
One.
because James was
Yeah.
able to get 2 final things, basically.
And Matt
So-
Matt claimed that this was really interesting. Matt claimed that him calling out Kay in one of those games, what the Savage Question game, was that what it was?
Yeah,
He-
was
he's-
his
he says
fatal
that's
flaw.
that was his fatal flaw, because if he still had kept good with Kay, he would have gotten a higher rating.
But
from her
that
in the
wasn't his
finals.
fatal.
Yeah.
That wasn't his fatal flaw. His fatal flaw was rating James number 1. He should not have done that.
Yeah.
That was what his fatal
is a
flaw
good-
was, and that's
very
what we
good
figured
point.
it out. So Rob Has a Podcast is not the #1 Circle podcast. Everybody thinks it is. We are just as smart.
We don't
are
even
just
we are
as
we don't
smart.
even know Rob has a podcast. We don't.
Yeah, we've never-
What are
I've
they?
never heard of
never
those
heard
guys.
of them. Never heard of them.
No, but thank you, Brittany. We really do appreciate that information, and we really do
Yeah.
appreciate you joining them and us. We appreciate people recognizing us as a podcast as well, and we really do appreciate you joining us. We don't want to think that we're poo-pooing that or anything like that. So
No,
we really
not at
do
all.
appreciate you joining us
Yeah.
on both podcasts, like super sincerely. We really do.
And we
thank
would,
you for sharing
we-
that information with us,
We'd love to have you on next season too to do a recap with us.
Rachel.
Yeah.
or Brittany.
Brittany.
No, I wasn't sure if you were talking to Rachel or Brittany.
I don't know who anyone's talking to either anymore.
I don't
thought it was
either.
Brittany.
Okay. Thanks, Bren. Sorry, I didn't know who Bren was talking to.
Who, Bren?
Who are all these names?
Yeah, but I do wish they would put the ratings thing like at Survivor, how they like show all of the votes. Like, yeah, they should do it at the end of everything. Like, the longer shows go on, and the more that the meta game gets intense, the more fans are gonna also get obsessed with the strategy of the episode. The more that you get more super fans, the more we crave knowledge about the show, and it's how you get a more devout cult following. So give us the information. We want it.
Yeah.
And
for
the more
sure.
that you
makes a
get
lot of
this
sense.
fan base, the more podcasts are going to develop. And podcasts help develop fan bases that keep fans more engaged with the show. This
Do we
is
want
all
more
good stuff.
podcasts though,
We
Mac?
do.
I don't know
Well,
if we
no,
want.
just us.
Just us.
No,
Just
That's what we
us.
want.
Just us. Max, Ben, and Rachel. What I'm saying is Netflix, respond to our fucking emails.
Please.
Come on.
Wait,
What's-
what are you emailing them about? Like, you want them to
Cast
make you the official
interviews. Yeah.
Oh, cast interviews.
Yeah. It's a lot easier
I just
than
took this. I
DMing
didn't ask
people.
anyone.
Yeah.
I
no,
don't know
no,
if I was
that's the
supposed
better
to,
way to
but-
go about it.
Ask for forgiveness, not
Tell
permission.
future cast members to do the same thing that
Yeah,
you
just
did.
ignore the.
I'll let you know.
No, this is fine, but some people think they have to go through Netflix, and when we do
Yeah.
go through Netflix, Netflix doesn't respond to us.
They just don't
That's
respond.
the-
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
weird.
But once we get up to 200 Instagram followers, it's going to
That-
change.
well,
We're gonna blow you guys up.
well, the good thing is that Instagram doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's done. It's gone. So,
I know, super convenient. The show airs, we all get Instagram famous, and now it's
yeah.
gone forever.
Fuego
Yeah,
is.
Rachel, you were
is,
gonna be rolling in money.
All of my sugar bear hair deals, bang energy. So sad.
Those cameo meetups. Oh my
Cameo
god.
meetups.
Fuego, is Instagram back up? Do we know?
Yeah, someone check.
We always just
please.
ask Fuego if it is.
Fuego.
Fuego, what's the weather outside?
Check it.
Fuego, how old am I? Fuego. Fuego,
You
on
guys,
what day will I die?
So excited for you to have your chat with Daniel because he's gonna spill all this tea for you. Like
Oh,
I'm tuning in.
We're
Like, I
looking
want you
forward
guys-
to it.
Like, get your hard hitting questions ready. I said Instagram's not up. That's so sad.
Yeah.
Brittany, thank you so much. We love you. You're the best. Thank you for those nice words.
Oh.
Love fans like you and Fuego and all the people in the chat. All the fans
loyal.
this year. You guys are awesome.
So loyal. Love it.
Well, Rachel, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
Of course. Thank you for having me. I
It's
had
been
so
such
much
a
fun, you guys.
chat. Everybody in the chat, everybody listening on audio. In about 20 minutes, we're going to have Daniel on from this season, and we have even more
be
interviews
fun.
the rest of the week. So be sure to check us out on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Twitch, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars and only positive ratings, no constructive feedback. They don't
We don't
they
want it.
call it
Yeah.
constructive criticism anymore. They call it constructive feedback. Do you guys know this?
I did not know
No.
that.
Yeah. So
Really?
So
no,
tune
but we don't want it.
tune in
So we
tomorrow.
don't want it.
Tune in tomorrow as well. We have Sophia at 4 p.m. Eastern. We have Nick at 7:30 Eastern. Those are going to be really fun interviews. We've been looking forward to talking to Sophia for a very long time.
Good.
Finally, we're going to
I'm
get our
so chance.
chance.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. It's so fun. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, rooting
Thank
for
you guys so
Nicole.
much. And
Me
we will
too.
see you all very soon.
Yes.
Let's hope that the theme song doesn't crash. Bye.
Oh, she.
Danny boy, how could you do that to